In the automotive industry, a gull-wing door, also known as a falcon wing door or an up door, is a car door that is hinged at the roof rather than the side. The car design genius Jean Bugatti developed them for the 1939 Type 64, but, sadly, the car was not finished. Gull-wing doors first appeared on the Mercedes-Benz 200 SL race car just over 10 years later, in 1952, and were introduced to the vehicle's road-legal version in 1954. The name gull-wing doors came from the doors evoke the image of a seagull's wings. In French, they are porte papillon or butterfly doors. Gull-wing doors, or falcon wing doors, if you must, like the ones on the new Tesla Model X, are undeniably cool. But they're more than just some flashy design choice. Gull-wing doors take way less clearance to open compared to traditional doors, making them great for tight urban spaces. They'll let you load a kid into the car without hunching over. You can even drive with them open.
But if they've got these handy features, why don't we see them on more cars? It may not seem like a huge engineering challenge to make a door open up instead of out once you have the idea, but there are a few persistent design challenges that plague gull-wing doors in particular. Aside from an industry desire to keep them largely restricted to premium sports cars and luxury rides, there are practical reasons why more cars don't have these doors. One is the engineering required to manufacture them, which is considerably more involved than a simple side-to-side door. The first is that the weight of the door, which is generally pretty heavy, has to actively fight gravity on its way open instead of just pivoting on a traditional hinge. Fortunately, you don't have to just force passengers to just lift the whole weight of the door themselves. One solution, which the DeLorean uses, is to use a torsion bar to help, a rod that's twisted to create tension when the door is closed, and that untwists and helps to lift the door once it's opened. Unlike the Tesla X, you can also just power the doors. But then, you have to find room for the torsion bars and power assist in the small part of the roof that is not part of the door. You have to make sure they are properly sealed. Gull-wing doors have a tendency to be a bit leaky in the rain. These aren't insurmountable engineering challenges, but they are challenges you can get around by just using traditional doors instead. The biggest issue why gull-wing door cannot be found in common cars is safety. Federal safety standards mandate that doors be designed in a way that it's feasible to open them after a rollover crash. And ultimately, that's why gull-wing doors and their like aren't more widespread. It's just so much easier nothing to have them. While they do offer a few benefits and a whole boatload of cool, they cause more trouble and cost more money than they're ultimately worth.